Aries, and welcome to your January 2019 general reading. I'd like to wish all my viewers a very happy new year, and I wish that all the obstacles in your path are removed and you receive the happiness and blessings you deserve. So let's look at the general energies for the sign of Aries for the month of January. So the energies that you're leaving behind in the month of December are Eight of Discs paired with the Four of Wands, okay? The Eight of Discs is a card of hard work. It's also a card of commitment, and it's with the Four of Wands, so there might have been some celebrations around you. It has been the holidays, but also some hard work by the looks of it, because if you look at this card, he's very, very focused on his pentacles and sort of perfecting his craft, okay? And the Four of Wands seems to be a card of celebration, of partying, good news coming your way. So I hope that's the energy that all Aries have received. So what you most want is the Seven of Cups. So because it's a card that you most want, then this is a card about opportunities. In its negative sense, the Seven of Cups is a card of brain fog, of being quite confused. But because it's a card of what you most want, it talks about having opportunities and choice. Your supportive energy that's helping you get what you want is the Chariot card, okay? And your challenge is the fork in the road. Which way to go, basically. So I'll just pick all the cards and I'll come back. In your relationship sector, you've got the World card. So the World card is a very happy conclusion to something is going on here, because the World card is the last major arcana. It talks about the completion of a cycle, so you can begin again at the Fool card. So that's a very, very optimistic energy. Money and work, you've got the Knight of Wands, so you're propelling your life forward. Some of you are taking action in order to manifest your dreams, and it's right under the Chariot card. So quite a lot of forward action here. In a soul position, you've got the Seven of Pentacles. The outcome is the Five of Wands, but I'll clarify the Five of Wands. Well, clarified with the Strength card. Okay, so maybe some Aries are having, the Strength card is about actualizing of your destiny, okay? So it's the Leo card, and the sign of Leo is where we find our destiny. So we actualize our desires, we take our life forward, and as we take our life forward in the energy of our desires, we find our destiny. So there might be a little bit of a, oh, it's almost like you might have to fight a little bit this month, Aries. It's not a challenging fight, it's more the energy of grit in order to push yourself forward, okay? Nothing to worry about though. So what you most want is the Seven of Cups, okay? And the cards have flown all over the place. The Seven of Cups is a card of having a lot of choices, okay? Quite often regarded as a more challenging card. It can come across as brain fog, being confused, and lacking clarity. So because the Two of Wands is your challenge, I wonder if some Aries are finding themselves in a life position where they're a little bit foggy about the next step forward, which is a little bit of a paradox for the rest of the reading though. Because even though there might be this confusion, there's so much energy going on here, Aries, because you've got the Chariot and the Knight of Wands. So these are about significant accomplishments and victory and propelling your life forward. This is happening in the money and work, and the Chariot is the protective energy, the energy that's working in your path this month, which means, okay, you might have challenges, you might have a bit of brain fog, a little bit of uncertainty about what the next step is, but you still have this amazing energy about going forward around your work and money, okay? Now, in your relationships, you've got the World card showing up. That's a very positive card to have showing up there, okay? It's like one whole cycle has ended, and it's ended in a way that's very, very clean, because the World card doesn't leave a residue. You know, sometimes we have residues in our relationships, we have shadows, unfinished business. The World card is about a whole chapter being completed. I'm not talking about leaving anything, but I'm talking about a very wholesome energy. So I want to know what it's clarified with. The Magician card, which is the 4 aces. So this is about power here. Power to create the life that you want in all areas of your life, okay? That is huge energy going on in your relationships. So our relationships can be romantic, they can be family, they can be personal, but there's almost a great power about you uniting with other people. So maybe some Aries are going to be uniting with others in order to get this Chariot moving and this Knight of Wands, because your energy on your own is a tiny little bit confused about its direction. It's probably Mars and Pisces, because Mars, you know, Mars is your ruler, and Pisces and Mars don't go very well together because it's water and fire. So maybe what's going on for you is you're feeling the effects of this energy. And it seems to be a lot of your power is going to be found with you and other people, because that's, you've got these two mighty, mighty major arcana showing up in you and your relationships, which means together, it's almost the whole is greater than the individual. And by uniting with other people, there's an awful lot of energy going to be generated, because in your soul position, you have the 7 of Pentacles right under the 2 of Wands. So both speak to me about the energy of reflection, okay? Now, in a birth chart, we have all the planets, okay? So Aries, as a rule, does not represent the reflective energy. Aries is the action. Without Aries, there is no life, basically. But we have every planet going on. We have a moon, we have a Venus, we have them all, because both of these are cards of reflection. And it's quite odd, because there's an awful lot of movement as well as a lot of reflection. And you're not the only sign to get that, by the way, if it helps. Because your outcome is the Strength card with the 5 of Wands. So the 5 of Wands is not a big card about arguing. This is a card about, it can represent a little bit of feeling of uncomfortability. Sometimes when it shows up, I find a person might have outgrown their current circumstances. There's something in your life where you feel that you've outgrown, and when we outgrow something, we quite often get quite irritated and a little bit uncomfortable. And here comes the Strength card. I want to see where the Strength card is looking. So the Strength card is looking right at this Chariot card, which is your gift. And it's the gift of a very, very significant victory that wants to happen in your life. I'm going to ask where this victory wants to happen. Page of Wands, okay? And the Tower's here too. So the Page of Wands, all the pages represent new opportunities and new growth. They're about potential. So look at all these oranges. This is about opportunities, potentials, and so is the Seven of Cups. And the Tower cards appeared as well. The Tower card is about overthrowing things, okay? Overthrowing. Almost sometimes it's like, oh my God, get rid of that crap. So something new can emerge. Some new potential, some new growth, some exciting new opportunities. And that's why that Strength card is looking right at that Chariot card. And there's an awful lot of power in your relationships, Aries. Now, I'm no longer doing relationship readings because I love doing the weeklies. They're my favourite readings. So I'm going to stick with doing the weeklies, okay? And I might start to bring in one relationship card when I do the weeklies, okay? But there's an awful lot of power going on here. Even though you're at a bit of a reflective period in your inner life, there's something huge being generated here. And it's all about a very significant victory around the energy of new potentials and new growth and new opportunities and new life force. Everything that Aries represents. Okay? But that Mars and Pisces, the Mars and Pisces has got loads of beautiful qualities, so that I'm not making a judgment, but it's not particularly a period to act. And Mars is going home next. It's going home into your sign. So even though there's a lot of generation of action, you are still being asked for that 7 to grow into the 10. So you're still in a tiny bit of a period of waiting, but there's huge, huge energy and huge birth going on. And it might come across as inspiration, as desire, as potentials. But you, like an awful lot of signs, are getting, especially the fire signs, are getting a lot of action with still having to work with the earth energy of contemplation and being patient. I think what needs to happen here, Aries, is you need to see how the weeklies are unfolding for you. And only you looking at this reading know what you most desire and what potentials are coming through, okay? I think it's particularly in the area of work and money, although relationships have got huge, huge, huge energy going on in them. Some of you might even be under a huge hypnotic spell. There might be some very powerful relationship dynamics going on. But you tell me, or look out for the weeklies, Aries, okay? Loads of love. Speak to you later. Bye.